Good morning and welcome to my writing life. Today I'm going to talk about limits and the various forms it takes in a writer's life. So let's get to it. When I think about limits, several things come to mind for creative individuals who care about their mental health. Number one, how you work. For the sake of your mental health, it's essential to learn how to work within the limits of your reality. Not everyone can sustain the same level of human interaction in a single day. Have I mentioned that I'm an extreme introvert? If you push yourself well past your capacity, throw parties every other week, or spend your day interacting with a bunch of other humans, you're going to burn yourself out. Same thing goes with the level of production that you're capable of. Not everyone can produce 10,000 words in a single day, even though I know that is the target for many authors. Sometimes you're going to have to say no to people and opportunities that come your way simply because it's outside of your capacity. In the book Boundaries by Dr. Henry Cloud and Dr. Charles Townsend. No, that's Charlie's Angels. I do that every time. In the book Boundaries by Dr. Henry Cloud and Dr. John Townsend, there are many excellent tools for investigating and establishing your boundaries. The lesson that stuck with me the most is this concept. Your boundaries always exist. The kindest thing you can do for your loved ones is to reveal where those boundaries are before they cross them. Because then everybody gets hurt, and your loved ones who value you don't want to do that to you. Accepting limitations sucks at first. If you learn how to operate within your limitations, you can gradually push them outward and increase your capacity over time. Just don't do the thing where you go running past them, smashing through all of your capacity, white knuckle it, and then burn out and crash and burn. Taking a single slow step is a million times easier than trying to rebuild yourself from the ground up because you overdid it. Number two, when you work. So something I learned in recent years is that willpower effectively operates the same way as a muscle. It's cool to understand that for a couple of reasons, because, like any other muscle, you can strengthen your willpower through exercise. Good, I am recording. Just had to check that I'm actually recording. The more you practice, the easier it'll become to grab a piece of fruit or a vegetable with your breakfast. Wake up early every day. The other thing that's essential to understand about willpower and its relation to being like a muscle is that it will fatigue over time. That's why making beneficial choices for your life is easier in the morning, because honestly, by the time the evening rolls around, kids are in bed or work is finally shut off, people aren't constantly trying to get your attention, you don't really care what happens, you are done. Now, some of that's completely unavoidable. This is a fact. Your willpower will fatigue over the course of the day. So have some grace for yourself, particularly in the evening. On the flip side, since this is true, you can protect yourself and create opportunities for your low willpower time to still succeed. You could prep your dinner at the same time as making breakfast first thing in the morning. You could turn your phone off as soon as you clock out of work, leave it in your office, or leave it in your car. Whatever breaks you down in the evenings, you can prepare for it earlier in the day while your willpower is still strong enough to help you out in advance. Sure, you could pull your phone out and you could climb into bed with it, burn your eyes out right before going to bed and ruin your sleep, but you'd have to leave your room and go out to your car or go to your office and pick up that phone and turn it back on. Now, you have laziness on your side. It's way easier to just put your pajamas on and crawl in bed. So you can either exercise the willpower to go make that bad choice, or you can lean into your laziness and make a better choice. Either way, you win. Also, this early morning willpower stronger thing is a reason why a lot of writers get up and write first thing in the morning. I personally accomplish way more in a day between the hours of 4 a.m. and 6 a.m. than I accomplish the entire rest of my day. Honestly, I get that 4 a.m. is relatively crazy. I love it. Don't judge me. And bonus points, starting your day in a creative way has been proven to lower stress, increase productivity, and set a helpful perspective for the rest of your day. For more info on that, check out The Artist Way by Julia Cameron, particularly regarding morning pages. And regarding limitations, number 3, what you work on. Define the parameters of your project as a whole, and also define the small chunks and small steps that you're going to take in order to achieve it. It's a lot easier to hit a goal of writing 300 words than it is to write 50,000 words, just for example. And a common problem that I see with writers when they are writing their very first book is to just put way too freaking much into it. So you want to write a fantasy novel, except then you also want a romantic subplot. Except the romantic subplot now is so important in your mind that you're going to give it as much screen time as you are the main plot. Also, this side character is hilarious. We need to just give him way more time and he needs his own plot. Oh, and that one, and that one too. Before you know it, you will end up with 25 protagonists in your high fantasy romantic sci-fi thriller how-to manual and no